The veteran knew that the American sniper had him locked in their sights, but he still stepped out of the trench. When the Americans saw this, they laughed at him. What they didn't know was that death was slowly walking toward them. The veteran had planned to sacrifice his life to save his injured comrades, but just as his comrades were almost at the trench, a gunshot rang out. Two of his comrades fell heavily to the ground. This made the veteran furious. He immediately pulled the grenade from his belt. The Americans tried to shoot him to stop him, but they couldn't slow him down. After a deafening explosion, the veteran and the Americans were all killed. The two remaining American soldiers were seriously wounded. It turned out that the American commander had learned that the injured soldiers were carrying important intelligence. So, he ordered his troops to shoot and stop them from saving the wounded. But what no one expected was that the wounded soldier suddenly woke up. He ripped off the bandages from his wound. Then, he stuck his finger into the wound. The sharp pain almost made him pass out. He was using his own blood to send information to his comrades. The remaining volunteer soldiers stared at him. At that moment, the American commander realized what the wounded soldier was trying to do. Just as the soldier raised the bandage, the American sniper fired. But our brave soldier didn't give up. He raised the bandage again. The Americans fired again. At this point, the soldier had no strength left. The Americans quickly surrounded him, thinking that if they captured him, they would get the important information. But what they didn't expect was that, on the way back to their position, the wounded soldier suddenly jammed a syringe into his wound. Although the Americans immediately fired at him, it was too late. Just then, a gunshot rang out from the trench across from them, and an American soldier fell. The soldier fired from a new position. More and more Americans were hit and fell, but the American snipers couldn't find the soldier. In the end, all 4 American soldiers were killed. The soldier's actions made the American commander furious. He immediately ordered tanks and mortar units. With the commander's order, several mortars fired at once. Then, heavy machine guns opened up with intense fire. But what the enemy didn't expect was that the soldier had already moved out of the bombing area and was now on the Americans' flank. He aimed carefully at the American commander. After one shot, the commander was killed with a single bullet to the head. This scared the rest of the Americans in the position.